Welcome back. Talegaon MLA and former Town and Country Planning Minister in the erstwhile Pratap Singh Raoji Rane government opened a can of worms, accusing the ex-Chief Minister of not taking his cabinet colleagues into confidence and also of succumbing to his former colleague Dayana Narvekar's blackmail. In a freewheeling chat with Goa 365, he clarified that though he is supporting the Digambar Kamath government, he opposes the government-proposed IT habitat.
There's one doubt that comes in, that this IT habitat was planned and prepared when Rane was the Chief Minister. As a Town and Country Planning Minister, weren't you aware of this happening at that time?
See, it was and it is still an institutional zone. So any institution was welcome to come there. Now, even I was part of the government then, and we used to always discuss in the CLP, and Rane used to always say that Wipro company, Wipro chairman has come down, that he is interested in a place of 1,25,000 square meters to set up his thing. So we all along, we thought that Wipro, such as Wipro, Satyam, other companies would come. We never knew that there would be a state mafia here.
When did this whole thing take place, where they divided it into 18 plots to be given to 18 different companies as such?
See, no one is aware. I myself, being the MLA of this place, I have been kept in the dark. No panchayat permission, there is no Town and Country Planning permission, no PDA permission, no permission whatsoever. The other day I met one of the, beneficiary of the plot and asked him who has given you permission actually. He says the IT corporation itself has given me permission. Now whether there is a technical staff in the IT corporation, that is to be seen. And on top of that, Mr. Narvekar says that our village is going to get revenue. Village gets a revenue through taxes. Village gets revenue through license taxes. When the plan has not come for approval itself from the panchayat, from where is the panchayat going to get revenue from?
So in effect, what you are trying to say is that a lot of things are happening without taking people into consideration, or not even following the rules of the land as such.
See, no rules have been followed. First and foremost, I would like to take you to the memory lane. On 24th or 23rd January, if you recollect, and if you go back to the papers, Mr. Narvekar made one statement. That was a time when actually I resigned on the 3rd. Mr. Narvekar made a statement saying that Mr. Rane is too old and that we need a new change of leadership, because that is what happened. This is always Narvekar's tactic, bullying tactic he has got. So then one fine day you see that Rane clears the file that's saying that even town planning permission is not required. So these are the things what has been going on. There should not be an IT habitat here. First of all, this is not an IT habitat. We had welcomed the IT habitat because we thought the companies like Wipro would come. If Wipro comes, it is just 25 or 35% of the surface area which they actually occupy. Now this is nothing. This is some ships are coming. I don't know. That ship which should have been in the sea is coming. Narvekar is getting to the land. Narvekar's own constituency people have rejected his proposal. So why bring the proposal here? And one thing I would like to make it very clear: they have been trying to politicize this full issue, saying that we want to remove Rajiv Gandhi's name. So that is the impression what they want to create to send to the High Command, that see, there is nothing wrong with this IT. There is no scam whatsoever. But this MLA wants to remove Rajiv Gandhi's name. I would like to, in fact, make it very clear. Even in my appeal today, I have made it very clear. We are not against Rajiv Gandhi. We know the sacrifices that Mr. Rajiv Gandhi has made for this nation. We value his principles, but his principles should not be subverted by people like Narvekar. Mrs. Sonia Gandhi had come here. I was also on the same platform when Mrs. Sonia Gandhi came here. She addressed the gathering. She said big IT companies would come. If you go through her speech also, you will come to know. Big IT companies will come. But she never came here to advertise for real estate development. And these people are just trying to use Rajiv Gandhi's name so that to get the files expedited. I was there in the cabinet. I was there a part of this government also, and I know how Mr. Narvekar is to act. The moment some file is to stop, they should give a call to Delhi to put the pressure to get the files approved. And they made it in such a hurry that Mrs. Gandhi to come, because he wanted his project to take over and to focus her. So that full onus and blame goes on her. That see, any time, any problem, I go, Mrs. Gandhi or someone intervene and say, why is that this thing?
Another question is, you've been talking about this government is not there for Aam Aadmi, it is here to suppress people, but you are supporting the government. Are you doing a
No, I am not doing any I am still supporting the government. I am supporting the government on issues.
After targeting shops in cities of Goa, the burglars seem to have become bolder as the cops cannot match their wits. In fact, some miscreants targeted the bungalow of a former Inspector General of Police, P.V. Sinari at Miramar.
After ransacking the bungalow, the unknown culprits made good their escape with jewellery worth rupees 2 lakhs and some foreign currency. Mr. Sanari is away in Australia visiting his son, and the burglary came to light after the gardener visited his house yesterday and found the kitchen door open. It is learned that the miscreants entered the bungalow through the kitchen door on the rear side of the mansion. Upon complaint, Panjim police used sniffer dogs but to no avail. Further investigation is in progress, claimed the police.
Time for a short break here with Goa 365.